Right. Hello, and welcome to the DI Dashboard webinar. My name is Shawnee, and I am the training evangelist for Dealer Inspire. And my job is to teach you everything you want to know all about all things tech here on the Dealer Inspire web platform. And basically, anything you want to know about how to do anything in WordPress, the dashboard, I'm the one to tell you. So today, I'm pretty excited. Today, we're going to have a really excellent program for you guys. Today, we're going to be speaking with Nick Wittenrood, who is our email marketing manager. He's going to tell us some great stuff. Also, just to let you know, if for whatever reason, if you have to cut out or if you'd like to see this again, it will be posted on our website within 24 hours. And we're also going to be, this is only you guys know this, this is a secret. But we're going to be rolling out a YouTube channel soon where you'll also be able to subscribe there and see the webinars in case you missed them. So be on the lookout for that. Um, Also, if you go to our website at dealerinspire.com/DI how do I, you'll be able to see a lot of great stuff. There are a lot of content, some videos. We have the Blackboard sessions with Joe Chura and a DI how do I FAQ page. So that is also very helpful. So I know there's a lot of questions out there that you guys may have that just a really good page to check out. And, also let me know if you see something in there that you would like to see but isn't. So let's jump right into it. So today we have, as I mentioned, we have Nick Wittenrood, and let me get him up. There he is. He is not 12. I promise. He's very much a man. He just looks really young. So he is our email marketing guru, and the stuff he's going to tell you is going to it's amazing, especially what we can do with email campaigns with the DI dashboard. So welcome, Nick.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Thanks for the intro.
No problem. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. I got it for the first slide for you. I'm going to go ahead and switch presentation to you. And yeah, so Nick, tell us all about why email marketing is not dead and why it's still a very integral part to your digital campaign.
Yeah. Thanks, guys, for coming out today, taking the time out for a little bit to learn more about email marketing. I know we have a lot of clients on with us right now, and some of you guys aren't clients, but if you're not, definitely take a look at Dealer Inspire and Launch Digital Marketing. You will not regret that mistake. You can see my screen, right? Everything's good?
Yep, everything's
Okay,
good.
cool. So what we're going to be talking about today, we'll be hitting a couple of points. Subject lines, probably one of the most important things for your email marketing campaign. We'll be talking about preview text as well, what that is and how that goes along with your subject line and how that is viewed for email marketing. We're going to talk about design and designing for mobile devices. We'll also be talking about unsubscribes, how that stuff works, and how to keep it simple and be compliant so you guys don't get nicked or dinged or fined or anything like that, because it's extremely important. We'll also talk about A/B testing, how that works, how you guys need to start doing that if you're not already, and what it does, and how it maximizes your email marketing strategy. And then finally, we'll be talking about how all the stuff we learned today coincides with the Dealer Inspire dashboard, and we'll take a look at the dashboard and how that works and how on the launch digital marketing side, how our efforts get shot into the Dealer Inspire dashboard so our clients can see all those stats and information so they can go back and follow up with their customers to gain a new lead or sell a car through the Dealer Inspire dashboard. So moving along, we'll talk about subject lines first. Like I said before, this is one of the, if not most important parts of email marketing. It may not seem like it, but it is because of the fact that if nobody's going to open your email due to the subject line, nobody's going to click through, right? So we use these steps to help you get subscribers to open your email. So the subject line should obviously relate to the content of your email. Don't go and trick these people into thinking it's something and then they click it and open it and it's something else. People aren't going to like that. They're going to get pissed off. They're going to unsubscribe, or they're going to mark you as spam, which is even worse. Um, a best practice that we like to follow here is keeping it under 27 characters. Well, we do this because we want to keep it short first off, and then we want to have the subject line shown on every device: desktop, mobile, iPad, iPhone, anything. So, and going back to what I said about keeping it short, I've seen a lot of studies that show short and simple subject lines have better open rates as well. So that goes along with that as well. Keeping it short and sweet, but creating urgency and excitement. You just don't want to put something general and boring. You want to create an urgency, like this isn't lasting much longer, or these things aren't here for much longer. Just create excitement. You want to get them excited about opening the email itself, because if they don't open it, you're not gonna see the results that you want to see. Be aware of the words that you're using. Take 15 minutes, take 20 minutes out of your day before sending to write down a list of subject lines that you think might work. And avoid spammy words. If you're not sure what spammy words are, a big spammy word is free. Don't ever use that. You'll probably get flagged for that 9 out of 10 times. There's a lot of other words. Try avoiding words that have to do with pricing or sales. Make it more about the content of your email itself. So it doesn't have to be like these deals aren't lasting much longer. It can be this event isn't lasting much longer. Try to go down that road. In our email marketing service or provider, we have a spam filter or a spam checker. It takes our subject line and it gives it a rating. There's also a website called subjectline.com. You can go on there and it will give you a breakdown and a score of your subject line, and that breakdown will help you improve your subject line for better results. So that's pretty much it for subject lines. Remember, short, sweet, create urgency. The next thing is preview text. If you're not familiar with preview text, is basically the text that comes after the subject line. In the example below, you have BMW of Barrington, which is the sender. Pull ahead with this is our subject line, and then the preview text is get into a BMW sooner with the pull ahead program. What it does, it's more of a, think of it as a second subject line. It's a second opportunity to have your subscriber open the email. Now, this is just a desktop screenshot. The same thing goes for mobile. It'll also show that preview text. Again, preview text should relate to the content of your email, and preview text should go along with your subject line. So, again, pull ahead with this goes along with the pull ahead program, or the pull ahead program goes along with pull ahead with this as a subject line. And in the second screenshot, you can see where the preview text sits at the top of the screen, because that's the first piece of text that your email provider will pull in after the subject line. So just remember, keep it simple again, keep it with the subject line, and that's pretty much it for preview text. Email design. Guys, keep it simple. I know I see a lot of, in the past I've seen a lot of dealerships that cram a huge offer, a huge sale into their email, or they'll have this big sales event and they'll have like 5 or 10 cars going across the screen. But you got to remember, simple is better. Keep it to 2 or 3 offers max. If you're going to have 5 cars going across, you got to remember, on mobile, if you're opening that up in your phone, you're probably not going to see a whole lot, and it's going to be super tiny. And if all of those vehicles are going across and they're all separate links. It's going to be hard to click on. So you got to remember, you got to think about mobile. Think about mobile first. Always think about mobile first. 80% of people open their email on mobile. Um, Going back to design, don't put more than 2 or 3 offers in your email. You'll always have another opportunity to put your 4th, 5th, or 6th offer in another campaign a week later or a couple days later. Don't put it all together. It's not worth it. People are gonna get annoyed. There's gonna be too much going on. They're not gonna be loyal subscribers, and they're not gonna continue to open or even click through on your email campaigns. So on the example on the right, it's just one offer. Push forward, pull ahead. That's all they have. They do have 6 cards going across, but it's one link. It's for one promotion. What I'm talking about previously about the 5 or 6 cards that they have, there are separate links, there are separate offers. Here is just one offer, a couple lines of text about the program, and then a nice clear button at the bottom that says shop now. And then obviously on mobile, it's going to be a little different. The text is still going to show up nice and clean because it's on that white background, and that button's going to be nice and easy to click on. So like I said before, think about mobile. Mobile's #1 important. So unsubscribe. Think about how you have it set up now, and think about how you should have it going forward. The example on the left is how we have ours set up. We have it at the very bottom of our email campaign, but it's clear. It's a white background with black text. It's easy to see. It's easy to read. After the subscriber decides that they don't want to receive email marketing from us anymore, they'll get a screen on the right that says unsubscribe successful. Keep it simple, guys. Don't make them go through this lengthy process of that you take them to another screen, they got to type in their email address, they got to click confirm, and do all this nonsense that's totally unnecessary. Keep it simple, because if you don't keep it simple, they just might not unsubscribe. They'll mark you as spam, and having them unsubscribe from an email is much better than having them mark you as spam. I know some email providers, email marketing systems don't allow you to have it as simple as we have it. A good idea is to at least check with them and see what the easiest process is for your unsubscribe section of your email campaign. If you don't have an unsubscribe in your email, you're probably going to get in a good amount of trouble if somebody reports you. If you click on the Learn More link that's there, you can learn more about the CAN-SPAM laws of the United States. Canada's a little different. We have Canada clients that do email marketing. They're a lot more strict in Canada, so the laws are a little more different, a little more strict, but it's pretty much all the same. If you have your unsubscribe button, if you keep it simple, you're in good shape. So, A/B testing. Always try to A/B test your email marketing, and it doesn't have to be just subject lines. It can be design and content. Check what's working, what isn't. Record what is working and what isn't, so you don't make that same mistake twice. If you're not familiar with A/B testing, what it is, for instance, if we A/B tested our subject line, say we had an even 1,000 subscribers that we were sending to, I would set it with 2 different subject lines, and then we would send at one period of time, and I would send 20% of just that 1,000. So to 200 people, it'd be split up. 100 people would get this subject line, 100 people would get that subject line, and after a couple hours, usually we wait at least 4 to 8 hours, that last 80%, they're going to get the subject line that had the better open rate. So that's how you would test subject lines. You can do it in different percentages if you want. You can do 30-70. We've also done 50-50, but usually what I do is 20-80. Going back to testing other things than just subject lines, test your design. Test the colors. Test the colors of your button even. You can do that. An image placement. And then content. how your content is set up, the length of the content. Is it too long? Is it too short? Is the content worth reading to get that click through to the next screen where you want your subscriber to go? Actually did a campaign for a Mazda dealership last month where I A/B tested the text on a button with a different color. So the first button was purple and it said view inventory. The second button was green and it said learn more. And actually what won was the green button that said learn more. So it makes you think, um, are you pushing your subscriber to buy a car too early, or do they want to just go to the next step and learn more about that vehicle? They're not ready to buy yet. By testing those kind of things, you can learn more about your audience, and that's extremely important for next time, because if you implement those things that you're learning going forward from campaign to campaign to campaign, your stats are just going to get better. So always A/B test. It's awesome, and it's going to optimize and maximize your stats and your return on investment. So,
Hey, Nick, can I interject for a
um,
second?
yeah,
Yeah, just to that point, I'm not sure if the audience, if you guys have noticed, but even in the emails that we send out, like the webinars used to say sign up. And, that's kind of, almost everything it gets says sign up, right? And, it's kind of generic and unfeeling. So we changed it to save my seat. And, with the promise of like, hey, we'll save your seat, but if you can't make it, we'll send you something out. And I think that has helped, convert more because it's, it's more personal, it's not so generic, and it just, it feels like you're, it's that excitement of, hey, save my seat. I mean, how often do we say that to somebody who we're going to meet somewhere? So that's a perfect testament to that. So,
right, exactly. Yeah, and then we actually, yeah, we sent that email out, and we actually got a lot more click-throughs and sign-ups. So, um, it's just proving points. You can actually use A/B testing to um, show someone that your design is working better than their design or their suggestions. So um, just remember to test. Do your best to take the time out to test and take the time out to record and implement things that you're finding out.
yeah,
So
exactly.
the next thing and final thing is the dealer inspired dashboard. This is a great place to view your success, view your open rates, your click-through rates, your unsubscribes and stuff like that. In the dealer inspired dashboard, you can always look at previous campaigns that you've done. It'll show or you'll be able to download an Excel file or view subscribers who have clicked on specific links. It'll show their email address, and then it'll show you what links they've clicked on, and I'll show you that in the next screen. Um, so you'll just click on a little button that says follow-up report. It'll bring you to the next screen, and it'll show you that information. And then you can use that information that you're gathering in the Dealer Inspired dashboard, and you can follow up with those people who clicked on your email, because you can see, like I said before, who clicked on what. So for instance, if John Doe clicked on the Chevy Malibu, you can go back and follow up with him. Don't be creepy about it though, and be like, hey, so and so, I noticed that you clicked on my email marketing campaign. You clicked on the Chevy Malibu. You sound interested. Don't do that. All right, because people are gonna think you're creepy, and they're not gonna want to talk to you, and they're gonna start screening your phone calls and weird stuff like that. Follow up with them with another campaign, but just a Chevy Malibu. Send it to those subscribers who just clicked on that Chevy Malibu, and see where it takes you. You're definitely gonna get more clicks, because all those people that are clicking on it they're investing their time in that vehicle. So bring it back to another campaign. Take a new segment of just those Malibu subscribers and resend or create a new campaign just for that Malibu. So if we go to the next screen, this is the email tab for the Dealer Inspired dashboard. You'll see your dealer, and then you'll see the subject line. You've earned this luxury as a subject line. and then you'll see how many subscribers it went to. In this case, it's 117,000 subscribers. And then it'll show you your list. It'll show you the different segments or lists that you sent it to. Um, in this case, we have it set up so we have all of our different um, brands separated, just so we, for like I said before, for this instance, we can send Porsche um, campaigns just to those Porsche customers. So I just have to click on a segment. I don't have to go back and separate it. I did it once, so it's a time saver. Um, it shows you your open rates, your click-through rates, and your unsubscribes. So let me explain to you how this is being shown. The turquoise or blue-green color is how that current campaign that you have selected is. So you earn this luxury. That is blue. The orange is how the list did. There's a list average. So it's going against, it'll show you it's going against the average of all your previous campaigns. So for instance, this time around, it did almost 3% better, which is a good thing. And then the tan bar is how we did going across all of our clients. And obviously, it did much better, just like the list in general does. So same thing for clicks. You got an 11% click-through rate, and that's going against the average a little under 9%, and then the client average of 8%. And then we can touch on the unsubscribes quick, 0.35%. So if you didn't know, the benchmark for unsubscribe, a percentage average per email campaign is 2%. So if you're getting over above 2%, you're probably doing something wrong. So go back, analyze your data, see why these people are unsubscribing. It could be that, like I said before, your content isn't matching your subject line. But in this instance, we're good here because we're at 0.35%. So like I said before, 2% is the average. We have nothing to worry about right now. So if you wanted to see, so if you click up that follow-up report tab at the bottom of the screen, it'll show who clicked on what. So in this case, Jake Brownstone, and then it has his email address. Unfortunately, we didn't get his phone number, and we don't know who his salesperson is, but these are all the things he clicked on. So he clicked on use inventory on the 14th at 10:50 a.m. Clicked on finance, he clicked on home, video, new inventory. Sounds like he clicked through that whole navigation bar, but he also clicked on a BMW offer, a Mercedes offer, and a Honda offer at the if you notice at the bottom of this box area. So going back to what I said, our client can follow up with this gentleman and target another campaign, but in this instance, they can target a BMW campaign, a Mercedes campaign, a Honda campaign. And like I said before, this is awesome information that we're gathering for our clients, and hopefully they're using this information to follow up, because it's gold is what it is. It's great stuff. So, and if you go into the ROI tab, you can see where your email marketing campaign lies and how it's increasing the client sales for. And then in this instance, so email marketing falls under direct in our dashboard. So we have 13 sales, and this is over the past 90 days. I have a 90-day tab clicked. You can see that it'll fall into the direct category. So in this instance, Motorworks BMW of Barrington had 12 sales over 90 days because of email marketing. These are great tools. Dealer Inspire is a great tool to see how you're doing and actually see, is your money working for you? And yes, it is. So that's pretty much it for the Dealer Inspire dashboard and email marketing in general. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to email me. My email address is nick@launchdigitalmarketing.com. Um, I'll do the best I can to answer your questions, and that's pretty much it.
Okay, okay, Nick. I have a question for you, actually. Going back to the simple design. Um, so the idea of the email basically is to get people to go to your website, correct? So that's also one of the reasons you want your website to do the heavy lifting, but you want your email to be the catalyst to get people there.
Correct. Yeah, you want your subscriber to click through to either your inventory, your landing page, whatever it happens to be that it's linked to. So,
Okay. And another quick question. I know that because we talked about making sure that this works well on mobile. Do you know if the new Google algorithm for mobile, is that applied to email marketing campaigns, or is that just for the websites?
no, it does not.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, so does anyone else have any questions out there? You can send them through send them through the chat. Um, while we wait for while we wait for to see if any other questions come up, I also know that one of the reasons, and Nick, you can back me up or correct me on this, but one of the great things about the email campaign, and one of the reasons why it's not dead and it's so important, is because it is, it's integral to your full marketing platform, right? I mean, it's email alone, web alone, sometimes ads alone doesn't get the full effect as using this as a full campaign to get your message out there and to convert. Would you agree with that, Nick?
Yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Okay. Okay. Well, it doesn't look like anyone has any questions right now, but if you do, please send them forward. You can send them to Nick in Wittenrood. In fact, let me type that in here.
No, it's Nick at Launch Digital Marketing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, just
How?
Nick.
Okay, you
Easy to
got
remember.
Nick at Launch Digital Marketing. That is easy. Nick, that's a good guy name. Um, so you can send an email there. You can also send an email to, di how do I at dealerinspire.com, and I will make sure to, get any questions, get work with Nick to get any answers to any questions you may have. And in the meantime, if you are interested in, looking into an email campaign, make sure you contact your AM, or you can contact sales at dealerinspire.com, or even support at dealerinspire.com, and we'll make sure to get you all the information for that great stuff. So, I guess with that, thank you, Nick. If any questions come in, I'll be sure to let you know. So, thank you so much for your time and your expertise.
Oh, thank you.
And make sure next week we're going to have Jessica Dover, who is the social media guru. I mean, this woman knows her stuff. She was a speaker at Rethink at Google earlier this year that the Launch a Dealer Inspires sponsored at Google. And she is the social media coordinator for a lot of major musical artists out there. But it doesn't matter the industry, social media is important. And quite frankly, a lot of auto dealers, the automotive industry in general, has gone social. So she'll be talking about why a social media campaign is important and why you should have one and how it all works with the Dealer Inspire platform. So please make sure to check that one out next week. And that being said, I want to thank you all for listening. And I am Shawnee, the trainer of technologies for innovative dealers such as yourself. And I'll talk to you all soon. Thank you.